Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the Christmas edition. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a green palette that I never knew I needed until today. Boost! Yes, today we're going to talk about Jeffree Star and the green palette that apparently everybody was asking for. I was not aware of that. Every palette that he does that has like, you know, the last one was like all gray tones. Everybody was asking him to do gray tones. Everybody was asking for an all nude palette. Everybody's asking for an all red palette. Everybody's always asking for this, right? So I was kind of surprised that I didn't know we needed an all green palette. So we're going to talk about the all green palette in a second. I have to tell you, my first response when I saw this come out was really about the name, because the name of the palette is the Blood Money palette. You know, I think Jeffree always says these very shock value titles to his palettes, or names for his palettes. But it was apropos because today, for a true crime book club, which is the book club that I run with my good Judy Mel. Hey Mel, how are you? We were discussing Sal Polisi's book, which was called The Sinatra Club, which was about the mob. And blood money is a term that is used when discussing the mafia a lot, right? Which I thought was an interesting choice that he picked this name. So I actually looked up the definition of blood money, and just so you guys, this is right, the definition right off of Google. Money paid in compensation for the family of someone who has been killed. Money paid to a hired killer. I thought it was really interesting that, you know, and I know that he's done like, you know, all the other different kind of palettes that kind of go along and feed into this kind of theme. But I was like, I don't know what I think about this title on a personal level. It is what it is. But he always picks these very shock value things. So I was going to talk about this today anyway and just talk about the launch. And then I saw, because I'll tell you, I tweeted out something yesterday and I got a lot of responses about it. But then I saw that Jeffree Star took to Instagram today because he was not happy with the fact that YouTube had demonetized his video. I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. And that he was complaining about it left and right. It's like, okay, first of all, you're coming for Jaclyn Hill's gig because you are only posting videos. We're going to talk about this in a second too. You're only posting videos when you have launches. Number two, you're coming for Tati's gig, complaining about the views that you're getting and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. Is he the new Gabby Hanna because he's shadow banned? I don't know. But apparently, it was because he had women that were in his ad campaign that were topless, and YouTube had an issue with that. I'm going to show you guys what he had to say about it in just a second. So he was complaining about that. But I have to tell you that I tweeted out yesterday, I said, hold on, let me get to the top of it here, 10 videos, 4 launch announcements, 1 title change, 1 gold couch apology. And I actually, I don't get a lot of retweets and stuff on this, and I got 561 likes on this, which I thought was kind of cool, so thank you for the 561 likes. But the best comment ever goes to Elizabeth, who said, "and a partridge in a pear tree." And that girl Shay said, "best comment ever," and people were underneath her and they were just like loving that she said that, and there were a lot of people that said comments similar to that as well. You know, I have to say, a lot of people actually tweeted me yesterday and they were like, "oh my god, you called," or today, and they said, "you called this, that Jeffree Star was going to come out with a new launch, you said it in your last video, blah blah blah." Actually, okay, I would love to take praise for that, but that's not the truth. What I actually said in my video was that I really believed that Jeffree Star was going to come out with a very kind of relatable video where he showed his new house that he bought in Wyoming or Montana or wherever it is, and that he was going to show do a tour of that and designing it, or he was going to do something that was going to make it seem like he was just like, "hey you guys, it's me Jeffree, I love you guys, blah blah blah." I would never have guessed that right on the heels of the Velvet Trap release that he was going to come back 2 to 3 weeks later and he was going to release a new launch. Like, that really, really surprises me that he's basically at this point just doing launch videos, especially when he said in his life update video that he was going to come back and he was going to do reviews of makeup that was out there and things like that. And it's very reminiscent to me of when Jacqueline came back and she did her video addressing everything, and she said, you know, that she really missed what she had originally been on YouTube for, that doing tutorials and all that kind of stuff, and then she came back and she really didn't do a whole lot of that, right? So it's like, put your blood money where your mouth is. I'm just saying, okay? Put your money where your mouth is. Like, if you're gonna come back and say that I'm gonna do a lot of Jeffree Star approved videos, where are they? Like, I don't, he's not doing that now, right? And if you go in and you look at Jeffree Star's videos, which we're going to in just a second because I'm gonna read you some of the comments, he, like, you know, a day ago, he put out the Blood Money palette and collection, which I was kind of surprised that the prices were the same as he always keeps them, but whatever. You know, 3 weeks ago, introducing the Velvet Trap lipsticks. 4 weeks ago, which was literally like 2 to 3 days before that release, he put out the I Have Some Really Bad News, which was originally called I'm Never Dating Again. And then the video before that was the other palette that he just had. So literally in 2 months, he has done 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. And in those 4 videos, there have been 3 releases. Okay, I'm really surprised, in all honesty, that so many people have come for Jaclyn Hill over the years and saying that she only makes videos when she's doing releases, but very few people, I haven't seen this on Twitter, like I haven't seen a lot of people talking about the fact that Jeffree Star is like only posting videos when he has a launch or a release. But he's even worse than Jaclyn with this at this point. Interesting to me. The other thing I have to tell you that's interesting to me is that I feel like if you go back to when the cremated palette thing happened and he said that he has a lot of releases and he couldn't push it back any further and all that kind of stuff, it seems to me like he's kind of speeding up these launches towards the end of the year because we have to believe that there's going to be a holiday launch still. I would think that, right? Like holiday mystery boxes and a holiday, I would think that there's going to be something holiday related, and unless this is going to be his last release of the year. And I didn't hear him say that in the video, but I may have missed that. So if I missed that, please I probably did. You guys are all like, yeah, Peter, he said it. And I'm like, okay, well, I missed it. But it seems to me like he's pushing these things out. I don't know, maybe he's worried about expiration dates and things like that, which that would totally make sense. But it seems like he's pushing a lot of these things out. So I was kind of surprised by that. And I do want to talk about the video. First of all, I was not aware personally that we needed an all green palette. I know that some people are probably super excited about it. But I was going in and I was watching some other like drama videos, and I saw that Nick at the Viewer's Voice was talking about the swatches in there. And I was like, oh, this is really interesting, because when I was watching the video, I thought something was off, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. And when Nick was talking about the swatches in the video, and he was like, they were really far away, and he referenced a Jaclyn Hill video. And I went back and I watched that part of the video, and I was like, he's absolutely right. Like, Jeffree is really far away showing these. But then if you watch the video, the other thing that's interesting about it is Jeffree's looking off to the side. Like when he's showing the swatches, he's talking over here as if almost like the camera is over here. When usually when he's doing swatches, he shows the swatches and then he talks right to the camera. What's interesting to me about this is it almost makes me wonder if he isn't working with a new editor or a new photographer, and I could be completely done, I probably am completely done at this point. But, you know, I thought it was a really interesting observation that Nick made. I think it was on point. And I was, like, watching all of this, and I was like, there's something going on. Like, he either is very uncomfortable filming this, or he's like worried that people are going to say something about it, or Jeffree Star I'm talking about, or that he's working with a new editor, or he's working with a new videographer or something. Something is off about this, because it doesn't feel like a Jeffree Star video. Like, it's not capturing where he's looking. I mean, it looks like, do you know the old like vlog cam? I mean, he's not sitting down there filming his videos by himself. I can't imagine things have gotten that bad, okay? So it's like he, you know, the cameras that turn to the side, and you would like, when you were I used to do this back in the day when I first started on YouTube. It's hard because like you're talking like to the side where the screen is. That's what it looks like when you're watching the video. And I was like, this is interesting to me. Like, it's a really poorly edited video in my opinion. And Nick also talked about how like the sound on it is kind of like off a little bit. And I noticed that too. I didn't notice it the first time, but I noticed it after he mentioned it. I went back and I saw it the second time. Go watch Nick's video because he has a lot of observations about things. So anyway, but I was like I'll link his video below, but I was like really interested in watching this video because I was like, when I went back and watched it after, I started noticing more things. Jeffree seems nervous in this launch video, like very nervous. And I'm like, I wonder what that's about, you know? So anyway, I was interesting because I read underneath here, I went underneath and read the comments. Let me tell you what the third comment says. Are you ready? It's not getting a lot of praise the way that you would think it would be. Hold on a second. First of all, the prices are, he says, hello, hey everyone. Now I'm reading this because I'm sure this will be changed in 2 days. He says, well, I should probably read the title then too, because the title might be changed. Blood Money Palette and Collection Reveal, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm revealing the brand new Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blood Money Collection. It was finally time to do an all green palette and the fantasy is here. Introducing an 18-pan custom mini trunk with gold hardware. We all have new, and honestly, I thought the trunk was pretty. I really did. I thought it was like a nice component for all of that and whatever. I mean, it's very, you know, along with Jeffree Star's theme. Introducing an 18-pan, okay, we all have new, we have all new the gloss shades, a new mini velour liquid lipstick bundle, and a new product, the first ever Jeffree Star eyeliners. Everything launches on November 13th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Watch the entire video for swatches, packaging, and the full tea. Now, if you watch what he says in his Instagram story, he says he's going to come back, and I'll show it to you for a second, that he's going to do a whole video showing all of his products again and his swatches and things like that. But if you go down here to the comments are interesting. These are the top comments. If this were a beauty pageant, I would have made top 3. I'm so excited, okay? So anyway, number 1 comment, it's like someone went, oops, we missed the beauty of green eyes and added spice to that. And I'm so happy with it. And someone, I don't know, they dropped videos underneath here or something. And then the next one said, me watching all of Jeffree's makeup reveals, knowing I'm not going to buy them. And so then the next comment was, this is from Nikki Nicole. Thank you very much, Nikki Nicole. She said, it would be nice if you made videos of you using your own products, showing different looks with the palettes you have been selling. Peter Monn is going to have a heyday with this. I'm not having a heyday. I'm just sharing my opinion. Because that's my opinion! That's my favorite video clip of live from the Real Housewives of Orange County. Are you guys watching it this season? Oh my God, it's a lot. Okay, so let's get back in here. Let's see what people had to say underneath here, because it's all about me. He only does new collection reveals nowadays and some occasional apologies, unfortunately. And someone said that the money got to him, and then somebody else drops a YouTube video. I don't know what this dropping YouTube videos are. Someone said, these videos aren't Jeffree anymore. I don't want videos looking like a movie set, not here, hun. And then someone said, people are referring to it being that it's an infomercial. People are calling him names. Someone said his last 4 videos were 3 collection reveals and 1 addressing rumors video. I kind of missed the Jeffree that was playing with makeup, and I missed some more personal reveals, not this unnecessary setup video where you can't really see anything. I know you want to step up your game, but remember where you came from. Remember why you gained your following. The last collection I really felt was the one with Shane. 11 replies. I'm sure the people said yes, the same. The one with Shane even flopped. He usually reviews new makeup, but there's a pandemic out and nobody's coming out. That's not necessarily true that people aren't coming out with makeup. That's just not true. I mean, Selena Gomez came out, he didn't review any of that line. And he's done a lot of skincare stuff too in the past. So there are new products coming out that he hasn't reviewed. And he could even go right now. I mean, you know, this would be a time for Jeffree Star to review a lot of like what are comparable things that are over the counter, that are Jeffree Star approved, that are affordable for people that can't afford things right now. Instead of pushing a launch where you're selling $60 hoodies, like, you know what I mean? Or like $52 green eyeshadow palette so that you can do your whole eye in green. You know what I mean? Like that might be a more relatable video if he was really going to pander to his audience. A lot of people that when you read in the comments don't have the money to buy this palette. So to maybe even make, just, I don't know, 1 video every 6 months for your audience, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Someone said, what happened to the Jeffree who reviewed makeup, who made us laugh, and who made us part of his life? I miss that Jeffree. Someone said, this video is giving me Jaclyn Hill only making videos when she needs something to sell. And I'm reading them straight now, you guys. Someone said, I feel like this is a commercial. I'm also getting Jaclyn Hill vibes from you, only coming to YouTube when you have a new product release. Someone said, Jeffree, this reveal wasn't it. The camera is too far and you're not looking in the camera. You're not looking at us. Someone said, I'm sad about Jeffree not sitting in front of the table, close to the camera, and just making conversations. Someone said, this release wasn't as personal as your others. The camera is too far away and I did not enjoy this. I mean, it's literally one comment after another. Someone said, I really don't like this video after just a few minutes. I have the feeling that something is wrong, don't know exactly what it is. Someone said, I miss the old reveals, just us and him in the glam room. It feels so much less personal this way. Someone said, I do wish there was more of a zoom on the live swatches. I miss the old reveals. I love Jeffree and everything he does, but I freaking miss the tutorials, collabs, trying out makeup, etc. Is it just me, or am I the only one who has those I want to love it, but I don't love it vibes? Yes, the packaging goes on. I'm only 30 seconds in and this looks very similar to the catalog channels where they sell you stuff. I like the old way he shows off his products. People are not happy at all. This is not getting a good reception. So let's go in and hear what Jeffree Hart. Well, I heard he's rebranding, so. Let's go in and hear what Jeffree Star had to say about this on Instagram. Apparently the video got demonetized and therefore it's not being pushed on YouTube, and he's coming for YouTube now. You know, when Tati did this and she came to Instagram and she was crying a river because her videos weren't being pushed and getting the views, everybody came for Tati. When James Charles did the same thing, everybody was coming for Tati. People aren't saying the same thing about Jeffree Star on Twitter. But I will tell you this, when Jeffree Star put up on Twitter that this launch, literally if you went to the comments, it was all people just saying, here's my money, Cash App, here's my Cash App, here's my story, here's my Cash App. I'm not assuming, or maybe I'm assuming that people that are dropping their Cash App and their stories that are needing money because they're in really desperate straits are probably not part of the same category of people that will be buying a $52 palette, but I could be wrong. I'm just saying. So anyway, this is what Jeffree Star had to say, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to read you the tweet that I put out and the responses that I got, because, yeah. So anyway, I'll be right back. Here you go.
Okay, so I'm a little shook and annoyed because yesterday's brand new video was #2 at trending, and then YouTube flagged the entire video, took it off, and said that I had nudity in it because of the bathtub scene of us covered in glitter. I asked YouTube to manually review it. They did, and even though everything was blurred, there's no nipples or anything, they said it's still suggestive, and it's still nudity, even though it isn't. So blood money is being hidden, and I can obviously do a new one, but the video is sick. I know a lot of you didn't like the new video style, which I totally understand, but YouTube, there's no nudity. All right, I may just have to go upstairs with a backdrop and just film and swatch everything. I'm like, YouTube, why are you hiding my video? But for those of you that didn't like certain things or thought things were too far away, thank you for the feedback, bitch. I love some feedback, and I may have to upload another one, or maybe it's going to be on Instagram. Let me know what y'all think, but I'm going to go call Google and see if we can remove my nipple ban. Okay, you know me, I don't complain about much, bitch, but girl, there was no nudity in this video. But it says that because of adult content, sexual behavior, language, and expressions, because of blurred or censored nudity, even used for education, I guess they go dead in my video. YouTube's trying it, but I'm gonna film I'm just gonna get on camera and just film swatches and try on every color for you guys and just do a different type of video with no nudity. And that will probably be up Tuesday, and I have some amazing makeup tutorials coming for Instagram TV, and I'm getting fully transformed by someone very special with blood money. That'll be up soon.
Don't mind me. It's just me with my new Jeffree Star blood money palette all over my face. Because I need an all green eye. Boost. Anyway, what did you guys think about that? I actually think it's interesting that, like, Jeffree Star is taking to Instagram complaining about YouTube at this point. And it almost kind of leads me to see that, first of all, okay, his video got like demonetized supposedly because of what he had in it, like with the, you know, the topless people and all that kind of stuff. Number one. Number two, I mean, there's a lot of videos all over all over YouTube that have much worse that are not demonetized, which is very, very surprising to me that his did. I have to say, it is kind of interesting to me that his video got demonetized, and it's not a huge part of the video either. I mean, it's literally like that quick of the video where he just kind of like shows it and fades out, and those parts are covered. So I'm really surprised that it got demonetized. But, you know, it's interesting to me that Jeffree Star is, like, you know, taking to Instagram and complaining about it. It really doesn't seem like Jeffree to do something like that, except for that it's hitting Jeffree where Jeffree cares, and that is his purse, his wallet, you know, is that it's hitting his money, because if it's not monetized, then it's not going to get pushed by YouTube in the algorithm, right? So if that many people aren't seeing it, then it means that Jeffree's not going to make as much money. So then people will be like 2 months down the road and like, oh, Jeffree released the blood money palette. I have to have it. The people that love Jeffree Star know, they're following him close enough that they're going to see that, right? So anyway, I don't know. Did I already talk about this? I think I already did talk about my tweet that I put out. Hold on. Please, 1 second. So, like I said, I put out 10 videos, 4 launch announcements, 1 title change, and 1 gold couch apology. And someone, Charles said, of course. Crystal said, Crystal! She said, when I first read this, I thought it said 1 gold cooch. That would be so much better. I should have said that. Someone said, read this without realizing Gucci Star had a release today, saw gold couch, and I figured it out pretty quickly. Someone said with the brown bodysuit and green hair. Okay, said it compared him to looking like somebody else. Someone said 5 boyfriends, 6 guru scandals, 7 assistants fired, 8. Okay. Anyway, people went on and on and on and on. They said you called it. I did kind of, but not really. There was somebody in here. Okay, now we're going to get out of that. But there was somebody that asked me, hold on a second. Where is it? Nicole birthday is on, her 27th birthday is on Tuesday. So Nicole, I hope you made it this far in the video. Let her know. Just let her know, okay? Nicole! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nicole and everybody else that had a birthday. I hope you get a green eyeshadow palette. And you, and you, and you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.